What would you do if you found yourself trapped in a horror scenario at college? Join me as a girl tackles the spine-chilling challenge of surviving a night in her haunted dorm. College life, it's a mix of excitement and fear, right? You're finally living away from home, making new friends, and taking on new challenges. But with all the freedom comes the unknown, and sometimes that unknown can be downright terrifying. You're about to hear a story that'll make you wonder if you're really safe on campus. It's about a girl who thought she'd found her perfect dorm, but soon discovered that something was horribly wrong. As I stepped into the old building that would be my new home for the semester, excitement coursed through my veins. The dorm had character, its creaky floors and vintage decor gave it an air of nostalgia. It was one of the oldest buildings on campus, steeped in history. I had heard whispers among upperclassmen about its haunted reputation, but I dismissed them as mere tales to frighten freshmen. I settled into my room, unpacking my belongings while imagining the adventures that awaited me. My roommate, Sarah, was friendly and welcoming. We bonded over late-night study sessions and shared snacks, and I felt like I had finally found my place in this new world. But as the days turned into weeks, I began to notice strange occurrences that made me question my initial excitement. At first, it was small things: a door that seemed to close on its own or a flickering light that wouldn't stay steady. I brushed them off as typical quirks of an old building. However, as time went on, the occurrences grew more frequent and intense. One night, while studying late in our dimly lit room, I heard a loud bang echo through the corridor. Sarah looked up from her textbook, her eyes wide with concern. "Did you hear that?" she asked. "Probably just the wind," I replied, trying to sound nonchalant. But deep down, a chill crept up my spine. As weeks passed, the strange happenings escalated. Doors would slam shut without warning, and whispers echoed through the hallways at night when everyone else was asleep. I often woke up feeling like someone was watching me, an unsettling sensation that left me unable to shake off the feeling of dread. One evening, after a particularly frightening incident where I saw a shadow dart across my room, I decided to confide in Sarah. "I think this place is haunted," I said hesitantly. She laughed it off. "Come on. You're just being paranoid. Old buildings make weird noises." But I knew what I felt was real. Determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting, I began researching the history of our dormitory. What I discovered sent chills down my spine. The dorm had a dark past filled with reports of students going missing and unexplained tragedies. Stories of ghostly apparitions and strange happenings were woven into its history like threads in a tapestry. I learned about Emily, a student who had lived in our dorm decades ago. She had vanished without a trace one night after attending a party on campus. Rumors circulated that she still roamed the halls searching for something or someone. As I read these accounts late at night alone in my room, fear gripped me tightly. Was Emily's spirit haunting our dorm? And if so, why? With each passing day, my anxiety grew stronger. Objects began moving from the usual places. My books would be stacked differently on my desk, or my favorite sweater would be found draped over the chair when I knew I'd left it in my closet. I decided to take matters into my own hands. Armed with a flashlight and my phone for recording evidence, I ventured out into the hallways one night after everyone else had gone to bed. The air was thick with tension as I crept through the dimly lit corridors. Every creak of the floorboards echoed ominously around me. Suddenly, I heard it, a soft whisper drifting through the air. "Help me." My heart raced as I turned toward the sound, but saw nothing but shadows dancing along the walls. Determined to capture proof of the paranormal activity plaguing our dormitory, I set up cameras and recording devices around my room while documenting everything in a journal. That night, as sleep eluded me once again, I replayed some footage from earlier in the evening. My breath caught in my throat when I saw it, a shadowy figure standing at the foot of my bed. I froze in terror as it slowly moved closer until it vanished from view just before dawn broke through my window. The next day brought little relief. If anything, it heightened my fear. My friends dismissed my concerns as mere imagination fueled by stress from classes and exams. But deep inside me stirred an urgency. I needed to confront whatever was haunting our dorm before it consumed me entirely. That evening, armed with sage and salt for protection tools I'd read about online, I gathered with Sarah and some other friends in our common area for what felt like an impromptu séance. We lit candles and sat in a circle while sharing stories about Emily's disappearance and our own experiences within these walls. As we recounted tales of fear and sorrow surrounding Emily's fate, an unexpected chill swept through the room. The candles flickered violently as if caught in an invisible wind. "Is anyone here with us?" Sarah asked hesitantly. Just then, one of the candles extinguished completely, leaving us in darkness save for moonlight filtering through dusty windows. A sudden crash echoed from down the hall, a door slamming shut with such force that it rattled our bones. We exchanged terrified glances. This was no longer just storytelling, it felt real now. In that moment of chaos and confusion came clarity. We needed to find out what happened to Emily once and for all. We agreed to search for clues hidden within our dormitory's depths, the basement where few dared venture due to its infamous reputation for being haunted by more than just Emily's spirit. Armed with flashlights illuminating our path ahead like tiny beacons against encroaching darkness, we descended into those damp depths filled with cobwebs clinging desperately onto forgotten memories long left behind by time itself. The basement smelled musty, an odor reminiscent of decay mixed with something sweeter yet sinister lurking beneath its surface, a reminder that not everything is meant to be unearthed again after being buried so long ago. As we explored further into this forgotten realm beneath our feet, each step echoing ominously, we stumbled upon old furniture covered in dust, remnants from previous generations who once called this place home before tragedy struck them down one by one. Suddenly Sarah gasped loudly enough for everyone else present, including myself, to jump back instinctively at her reaction. "What is it?" someone whispered nervously while scanning their surroundings, anxiously looking for whatever might have caused such alarm. "I found something," she exclaimed breathlessly, pointing towards an old trunk half buried under layers upon layers of debris piled high around it like tombstones marking graves long forgotten. With trembling hands we pried open that rusted lock, securing secrets hidden away from prying eyes over decades gone by. Inside lay dusty journals filled with entries chronicling life within these very walls, stories filled not only with joy, but also sorrow stemming from loss experienced firsthand by those who lived here before us. Flipping through pages yellowed with age revealed tales about friendships forged under duress alongside heartbreaks endured during times when darkness threatened their sanity, but one entry stood out above all others. It spoke directly about Emily's last days leading up to her disappearance. She wrote about feeling watched, haunted even by something she couldn't quite explain, an entity lingering just outside her reach yet always present enough to instill fear deep within her soul, until eventually she vanished without leaving any trace behind. Realizing we were not alone down there only fueled our determination further. Armed now not only with knowledge but also courage, we decided it was time for confrontation. Gathering together once more inside that dimly lit basement surrounded by memories both haunting yet beautiful, we called out for Emily, hoping she could hear us despite barriers separating worlds beyond comprehension. Emily. We know what happened. We want to help you. Silence enveloped us momentarily before suddenly everything shifted. The temperature dropped dramatically, causing shivers rippling across every inch exposed skin. Then came whispers echoing softly around us like gentle caresses brushing against ears, straining hard trying to discern meaning hidden beneath layers obscured by fear itself. Help me. Panic surged through veins, coursing wildly as realization dawned upon us. This wasn't just some ghost seeking closure. This was something far darker lurking within shadows, waiting patiently, biding time until opportunity arose. We needed an escape plan fast. With adrenaline pumping, fiercely urging action forward, we scrambled back towards stairs leading upward, hoping escape awaited us above ground where light thrived, illuminating paths previously shrouded, darkness enveloping every corner below. But as we reached halfway up those worn steps, a loud crash echoed behind us, sending hearts racing faster than ever before. Turning back revealed shadows swirling violently, coalescing, forming shapes resembling figures long lost, wandering aimlessly, seeking solace denied them during lifetimes spent trapped here forevermore. Run! Someone screamed, breaking spell binding us, momentarily paralyzed, terror gripping hearts tightly, squeezing breath away, leaving nothing but panic behind. Bursting through doorways leading outside into fresh air felt liberating yet terrifying, knowing danger still lurked nearby, waiting patiently, watching every move made since entering this cursed realm below. Once outside we gathered breathlessly, regrouping under moonlight shining brightly above, illuminating faces pale, reflecting horror experienced moments earlier. We have to end this, Sarah declared, determination shining fiercely within eyes, reflecting strength born out, desperation fueled by survival instinct kicking into high gear, urging action forward despite fear holding tight grip, preventing movement ever since first entering those depths below. With newfound resolve we headed back inside, armed now not only knowledge gained during exploration, but also courage forged through shared experience, uniting us against common enemy threatening lives forevermore. Determined to confront whatever entity haunted these halls, once more we gathered together, forming circle, chanting words learned throughout history class, discussing rituals meant banish unwanted spirits seeking peace denied them long ago. As voices rose higher, filling empty spaces surrounding us, air thickened, charged electricity crackling around bodies, vibrating intensely, resonating deeply within souls yearning freedom long sought after, finally coming close, realization, dreams fulfilled. Suddenly, everything fell silent, the air heavy with anticipation, suffocating the faint hope that lingered. Against fading odds, they pressed forward, breaking free from the shackles of fear, uniting their strength to battle the darkness and illuminate the path back to safety. Then came roar echoing throughout halls, shaking foundations, rattling walls, threatening collapse beneath weight, bearing down heavily upon shoulders, straining under pressure, mounting steadily, rising higher, pushing limits tested time again, forcing resilience, shine brighter than ever before, illuminating paths ahead, guiding safely homeward bound once again. As dawn broke over horizon, painting sky hues orange-pink, reflecting beauty surrounding world, awakening anew, we emerged victorious, breathing deeply, inhaling fresh air, filling lungs, invigorating spirits, lifting heavy burdens carried far too long, finally released shackles binding souls together, uniting forces, battling darkness, threatening consume all light, remaining shining brightly, illuminating paths ahead, guiding safely homeward bound once again. Looking back at Dormitory, standing tall amidst shadows cast upon ground below, felt bittersweet, knowing memories forged forever etched hearts, minds alike, reminding never forget lessons learned along way, reminding always trust instincts, never ignore warning signs presented, universe guiding safely homeward bound once again. In aftermath, reflection upon journey taken led realization, profound understanding gained through trials, faced tribulations endured, forging bonds, friendships lasting lifetimes, reminding never underestimate power, unity, strength found within shared experiences, shaping destinies intertwined forevermore. Looking back on that fateful night spent battling unseen forces lurking within shadows cast upon halls, echoing whispers, secrets, hidden depths below, I learned invaluable lesson about safety, awareness, college life, reminding always trust instincts, never ignore warning signs presented, universe guiding safely homeward bound once again. Thanks for joining me on this spine-chilling adventure. If you've got your own creepy college tale or eerie experience to share, drop it in the comments below or send us email and we will share your story on our channel. And if you're craving more reality-based stories, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Let's keep those scares coming.